Now, they are the creatures that bring elements of fear and fascination for humans. Creepy crawlies. Some of us shudder at the thought of them, but others are interested in finding out how they live and have lived. In fact, this particular specimen behind me, called now I'm going to try and get this right, trigonotarbid, is actually 410 million years old, and now it's been recreated by the paleontologists thanks to the wonders of today's technology. One of those involved was Dr. Russell Garwood, a paleontologist at the University of Manchester here in Britain. 410 million years old. How did you create something as accurate as this? Through a fossil?
Yes, we created this through a series of fossils. We're actually very lucky in that there is a one rock in Scotland near Aberdeen which has really remarkably preserved fossils. These are very small creatures. They're only 5 millimeters long, but we can actually see through slicing the rock into thin slivers, we can see them from multiple angles, including their internal and their external.
So this recreation here is obviously done through software, but is that all the information you have of that particular animal? Or is there internal stuff as well?
No, we have internal information as well, and that in fact helped us make this video. So we know from those fossils, for example, that these things have hydraulically powered legs, something which spiders also have.
So this is 410 million years old. How different is this one from some of its cousins and relatives 410 million years later?
This is actually an entirely extinct group. They went extinct about 290 million years ago, and if you notice, for example, when we go above the creature, it doesn't have a narrow bit between the front and the back half, which spiders do, and its back half is still segmented. So there are some differences there, but most importantly, I think, it couldn't spin silk, which spiders can do, so this lacked that ability, and that's probably the major difference there.
Right, and what benefit, apart from just fascination, is there to recreating something like this? Because this technology is pretty expensive, isn't it?
That's a very good question, and actually this was done on open source software, so it was free, which is nice. But I think there is a lot of benefit to be had from this. So this is actually the first predator we know of on land. So by looking at this, we can look at early interactions of animals on land, and it helps fill in our picture of large transitions in evolution.
So the first predator on land?
Yes. So this is shortly after creatures came from the water onto land, about 20 or 30 million years before vertebrates, animals with backbones, came onto land. So this really helps us look at the change from a marine organism to one that lives on land.
But they are, even though this is extinct, they are so similar, aren't they, to other animals? Is that just because of the way the legs work?
Yes, absolutely. They have a very similar gait, a very similar walk, and that is because I could see from the fossils exactly how the legs articulate. All right,
well, it is fascinating just to think that these things were crawling around, albeit in very small ways, on Earth 410 million years ago. Dr. Russell Garwood, thank you very much for coming in. That is it for today. The day we've been looking at how Brazil is